Have you ever been sitting in your classroom, it's around mid-morning, and you start to smell bread baking in your school's cafeteria? Have you ever wondered why or how you can smell that bread baking in the cafeteria? You know, this everyday observation leads to a fundamental question about molecules, and that is, do molecules move? Let's see if we can design an experiment which will answer this very fundamental question about molecules. Now, for our experiment, we're going to take and add some hot water to a glass. And now let's think just a minute. What do we have here? We have a collection of water molecules. Now, we can't see an individual water molecule because they're just too small. But we can see a collection of water molecules, and that's what we have in this glass. Now, what we want to do is we want to add some molecules to our collection of water molecules that are colored. And we want to see if this collection of colored molecules will move throughout our collection of water molecules. So here we go. Let's add a couple of drops of blue food coloring to our water. And we've added a collection of molecules which are blue. Now let's observe the changes that are taking place in our glass of water. Note that most of the blue food coloring dropped to the bottom of our glass of hot water. There are streams of blue now moving throughout our water. The collection of blue food coloring molecules are moving throughout our collection of colorless water molecules. Let's continue to watch the movement now of our collection of blue food coloring molecules. As you can see, the top of our glass of water has already taken on a pale blue color, and the bottom of our water is also starting to take on a pale blue color. Okay, it looks like all of our water now has just about taken on a pale color of our food coloring molecules. Now, how can this be? Well, the collection of blue food coloring molecules had to move throughout our collection of colorless water molecules. Now, how can we take this experimental result and come back and understand why you can smell bread baking in your school's cafeteria when you're in your classroom? Well, the molecules that make bread smell like bread move from your school's cafeteria into your room where you then smell them. Now, in this experiment, we used the sense of sight to detect the movement of molecules, and we just described the use of the sense of smell to detect molecules, the smelling of bread moving from your cafeteria. Why don't you try this experiment in your classroom that uses the sense of smell to detect molecules? Why don't you take, say, some perfume or maybe some peppermint extract and place it in the corner of your classroom, and then note how the molecules move through the class by having your students raise their hand as they smell the molecules move.